outside if you need me, okay? Love you too, Kat. Come get me if your sisters wake up. Come get me if your sisters wake up. I said, come get me if your sisters wake up. Trying to see if y'all can hear me. Y'all don't even know how to work this thing. Y'all tell me if y'all can hear me or not. Do I push buttons? You know? Hell nah. What's up, Anna? How you doing? ADHD King. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Ashley, how you doing? I don't know if y'all can hear me good, but clearly no mic is going to work for me ever in life. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. I'm gonna move this closer. Move this closer. Yeah, I know. I'm done with the mic. I'm done with the mic. But let's just get started. I'm not gonna read any of the comments right now. I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna try to figure out. Let me turn this down. All right, cool. I'll stay out the comment section because I try not to go too hard. I know myself. Part of being a responsible male is knowing your damn self. If you don't know yourself, you liable to continue to make the mistakes over and over and over again that you have. I've gotten several pages banned, several social media sites banned, simply by responding. I know my mouth. I know my responses are going to be. People like to say things and they go low, and I go to hell and I asked Satan if he got any spare bedrooms because I'm gonna be here for a while. Like I'm taking it there, and I realized that I got to stop doing that in order to make a conscious effort to be a better person, to show these kids that they ain't got to just be a-holes. You dig what I'm saying? So, and Richard, SMD with your grandmother's lips. You see what I'm saying? Like I say that right there because I figure when we being petty, we being petty, right? That's how deep I go. Richard, I'm talking to you, Richard. Pause that. I'm intentional with what I say. When I said that hopefully I could save enough money for the time, and y'all let me know if the wind is crazy. Um, I really meant that hopefully I could save it in the time that's allotted. There's a wait list, there's time. There's a wait list, but if she gets in and I just don't have the money, I just don't have the money. But if she has a week to wait and I can get overtime, then that's just what it is. That doesn't mean, hey guys, I'm I'm actively dry begging or social media begging. Hi guys. Because hey, I don't social media beg. I will beg to your damn faces. I don't got no pride when it comes to these kids. Hey, I need help. I need help type stuff. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not about to dry play out. I speak, and the people who know me know that I'm not one to bite my tongue or nothing like that. Like I'm gonna say what I feel. I'm gonna mean what I say intentionally. If you can't accept that for what it is and you got to be negative, then go on about your business. Because I could just be as petty as y'all, or sorry, you all know who I'm speaking to. If it don't apply, you just want to hear it, let it fly and hear it. Outside of that, though, the miracle therapeutic hippotherapy is, they say that When you ride a horse, it mimics walking. And since the baby has, I'm sorry, the toddler, she's a toddler now. She says she's not a baby. The toddler has hip dysplasia. And so, if you guys remember, Pooh had to get screws put in her hips and the ball bearings grooved because your hips work like it's weight bearing and walking. And it grooves, the ball grooves into the joint. That's how you get good hips, long lasting hips, flexibility. The groove becomes smoother. That's how babies, when it comes to hip dysplasia, works. Well, she's not walking yet. I say yet wholeheartedly. Yet. We moved to the suburbs and now there's dirt bikes every day, all day. Um, when you ride a horse, it mimics the walking, so her grooves will eventually, theory, this is not, don't quote me on this, the ball will groove itself and she won't need to have surgery and then have screws put in like her big sister did. That's my theory. Now, if it doesn't work like that, then she will have to have surgery. But you can go with the 10 weeks and then just continue to extend. And shoot, she could ride, pause, as Bum Richard said. I'm gonna keep on Richard, Bum. uh, uh, she can ride for as long as she wants to. I'm gonna start her off. I wanted to start off with the hour. The lady that runs the place said that it's not good. That it will be a lot on her for her to only be 3 years old and learning to ride. It'd just be a lot of therapy, and they don't suggest it. Uh, if you guys want to look into it, look up hippotherapy. If you guys are in Colorado, the Miracle Therapeutic uh, facility is in Lafayette, I believe, and I mean they do it. Apparently they do it a lot, and it's been going on. I never heard about it until just recently. What's up? What's up? What's up? If y'all have any questions, though, hit my DM, Instagram. If you guys need any assistance getting in down here in this one, let me know. And one of my neighbors, her daughter is involved and it has been doing it for years. She's 30 now. She's been doing it since she was 16. And I think she likes it. You know what I mean? So that's the outside um, of her 3 times a week therapy. So she'll be doing essentially 4 times a week. I know a lot of people ask questions about her chair, her bed. Um, it's a Peapod bed or chair. We got the mobility ring, the desk. I just want to get everything so she can be comfortable inside the house, but also so she can move around and be everywhere that her siblings can be. Um, the cubby bed, you guys can go to my Instagram as well. Look up the cubby bed if you guys want information on that. They do accept Medicaid. I know a lot of y'all ask if they accept Medicaid. They do accept Medicaid. So if you have Medicaid and you want to get your baby a secure bed, the one thing that Medicaid did not cover is the Tech Hub. The Tech Hub is not covered through Medicaid. It's a couple of grand, but I mean it's worth it though. It has a light function. You can set an alarm for the light to come on at a certain time, whatever time you and your baby start the day. There's music. You can talk to the baby. If say you're in the shower, the baby wakes up. Talk to the baby. I put it's like a cosmic light. I put a cosmic light all the way around. So it looks like she's in space. But she likes the episode Bluey, Sleep Time. And so when that's on, as well as the lights, I feel like she feels like she's in it because she don't cry or nothing like that. I mean, it helped her. She stopped. Her spasticity has went down overnight. Uh, it's very beneficial, very beneficial. The sleep study, or not sleep study, the swallow study, it came back. She's not at risk for aspiration, so she can eat more thicker foods or try to as long as she chews. You know, when your baby is chewing, the caloric intake that they're taking in, they're burning that as well while they're eating. So what I didn't know was that if you have a baby that's not gaining weight and you're trying to feed the baby orally, it might be beneficial to get a tubie just so that the caloric intake, just while they're growing, when they're babies, so that they can continue to keep that caloric intake. They won't be burning energy chewing forever. and they could just fatten up. That's all I want for her. But she's getting too tall. She's in like a 5XS, a 5T. So she's like a toddler turning 5 that's only 3, that's long as all outdoors. What's happening? What's happening? Hey, Jordan. I'm sorry I have not been in the inbox. I appreciate you. Hola. The benefits of the bed, beside the take up, when I first got the bed for Via, she had a regular camera attached to her crib. It worked, but she started growing so fast. If you guys have been following for a while, you can see that she grew. The doctor said 1.5 inches in the last 3 months, and prior to that, she grew 3 inches. So in the last 6 months, she's grown 4.5 inches. The She started to move and maneuver and roll. So she would roll out of the way of the camera, but you can still see her back, and then she started to push herself. So she started being like face to face with the camera. So sometimes I'd wake up and she'd be like this, and so that used to spook me. It was creepy. Didn't like it. So I wanted to get a new camera. Then I got the opportunity to get the bed. When I got the bed, it's a hassle to put together. All right, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna take you a second. Whoever gets the bed, it's gonna take you a second, because that thing is so many pieces. Once you get it together, the security of it, the mesh, I don't have to worry about her jumping out of it because she started to pull herself in army crawl. I don't have to worry about her rolling out of it because it has a mesh zipper. You can also close the outside zipper. There's oxygen can flow through. Oxygen can flow through, so they're not going to suffocate. Um, I forgot where I was at. The neighbors came outside. There's a tech hub. There's music, calming, the video, the recorder, the camera. Baby Bear's little friend. He is very hyperactive. So if y'all hear him too much, just let me know. I'll go inside. But I'm not gonna tell them to say no. Welcome, Kimberly. I appreciate you. But outside of that, it just gave me the peace of mind to be able to sleep. It alarms you if she moves. It alarms you if there's a sound. It records. The bed in itself, it's zipper proof. So like, even if she's moving, the blanket won't wrap up in her, or anything like that. There's 4 separate sides, so you can open up everything, and it's having like an open bed. But if you're a baby, chill, Jake. Chill, Jake. Boy, they been hitting me with the water balloons from down here. We got way too much going on. Baby Bear. Baby Bear. Oh, never mind, you missed it. Jake and them was outside, right, doing the water stuff. Oh, there you go. Anyway, um, you can open it all the way. And once you open both sides, I know I just kind of like instigated them to come kick it, so now he's gonna come kick it. Anyway, if you going downstairs, you staying up here? No, I'm probably going downstairs. Okay. I don't know where your water balloon is. Okay, right. Have fun. Be careful. So you can open up all sides. I know I'm making this long, way longer than what it has to be. It's very open or shut. If your baby, if you have an autistic, differently able baby, you can close it completely, and that's what I really like. It secures the kids with autism. So they, it's gonna sound weird, but we used to build forts when we were little, and that's typically what a lot of autistic kids like to be, in their own safety net, whatever they feel their own safety net is. So being in that is just perfect. There's no spastic, no outcries, no um, craziness. They're not gonna go off on you and yell. You leave them alone. You can still see them. Fantastic. But that was the main thing, though. Um, y'all know, y'all call me, y'all say I'm like the best dad and whatnot. I don't think I'm the best dad. I think I'm just doing what society says that we don't do. And it sounds bad, but like, I really, I hate the stigma of black dads are just inexistent. Now, I'll be real, all right? It's 82 of y'all in here. I'm about to give y'all some stuff that I ain't never gave nobody. I'm gonna open up to y'all a little more because I said I would. All right, I said in 2025 when I move, I would start doing a lot better with this social media because I don't be having time. But I'm gonna make time. I'm gonna open up to y'all a little bit. My dad he was my dad. I know my father. He didn't run away from my mom. They just weren't together, right? He didn't make all the right decisions. From the mistakes that he made, taught me what mistakes also not to make while raising my kids. Let me explain more because it sounds like I'm saying he was not a good dad. That's not what I'm saying. He was the best dad. I love my dad. But there are some things that if I had an event or something like that and he was filming a movie, understandably he's the breadwinner. He has to go. But when you're a kid, you don't think it has to be done. You want your dad there. So I've learned to maneuver and work, but be present 100% of the time. Do I make sacrifices? Hell yeah. Okay. Having a differently able baby, I now have to spread my time even more because she requires 100. But I have to, if that means I have to sacrifice. Well, thank you. If that means I have to sacrifice appreciation, you want my damn plate? Yeah. Okay. Put waters in the refrigerator? Put waters in the fridge? Not yet, but I put them in this morning. Okay. Oh, you good then? Okay. Okay, love you good. Um, if I have to make sacrifices like not going or going to sleep early because I don't have to get up at 5 in the morning when I can get up at 7 to make sure that I prep everything for Via and make sure that I can still be up with Baby Bear to do his Fortnite League Pass unveiling, whatever the hell it's called. Okay, because I don't know nothing about it, right? All I know is my kid wants me to be there, so I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it. It's a lot of selflessness. And I'm not saying that those who choose to go out to clubs instead of being instead of being at home doing nothing. I'm not saying nothing bad, especially if you're a young parent and you want to get out and experience. You're not in a relationship. Even if you are in a relationship and you got grandma to babysit, it's cool. But it's just a lot of stuff that when you become a parent, you have to really be aware that you're giving up a lot, and it's not a bad thing because that stuff that you're giving up to be a parent the parenting could be the lifesaver. I feel like that's my story at all times. All right. Um, I feel like that's the highlight. I really also feel like, and this is no disrespect to my dad's significant other. This is just saying that when you're young and you get with someone who is now a step parent, you don't know how that person is going to react to parenting your kid. If you choose to have a kid, you don't know the differences that are going to come because that person might think, I'm going to do this with my kid because it's my kid. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Absolutely. But with my situation, I just felt like a couple of times that it wasn't the best and she could have done better just in general. But then that's when I say my dad didn't make the best decisions because who knows what the hell he was doing to trigger her into feeling some type of way. You know what I mean? So that's a lot. It's a lot that goes along with being a parent. I told you, the J kid he's tough. Majority of the time, I don't know if people think because I'm a single dad that it's like the worst thing or like I went through the worst thing ever. And I really just chose my kids just because I know what happened with me. My story is not the best story. My story is like a Tyler Perry mixed with 50 Cent, mixed with a Spike Lee joint, mixed with Saul. mixed with what's that damn party movie called? Project X. It's like all that in like a 20-year span of just wild everything happening. You gonna cry. I should just write it. I'm telling you, if I wrote a movie and I'd have to cast the movie myself and let y'all see it, y'all wouldn't believe half the shit, half the stuff that's being talked about. Righto, Kenzie, I appreciate it. Lola, I'm not playing when I saw, like, there's a place in Colorado, and I'm pretty sure you know about it, called Third Bridge. The homie said he was eating something that he did not know was something. If you know what I'm talking about, it rhymes with crushed grooms. Okay, he was out with crushed grooms, and we went to Third Bridge. We're driving down, we stopped dead and turn off all the lights. If you know about Third Bridge, it's supposed to be haunted. Boy, you wait till I get live and start doing this. That's what your ass get. My boy ain't got no, hold on, show you. My boy got absolutely a patch of dirt, and he out there mowing that patch of dirt. Huh? I'm talking to the chat because my man's came out. This is annoying. He came out here to mow his dirt. Now he's mowing pole. Nah, don't tell him be quiet. You don't be disrespectful, boy. I'm just talking stuff. We can't talk too much stuff because all we got is dirt right now, too. Now, all I know is my man came out here. He done had all day. Boy, that's all right. I'm going to go around the corner and just take him a gift. I'm going to take him a gift. All right, y'all. Yeah, dog. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you can't hear that. That's extra vulgar. All right. I'm in my bathroom right now. Papa, I'm going to go in the house and continue this live. Now I'm going to come downstairs. And I don't know what I want to do. I just think it's kind of weird. Oh, man, I got to be... see, I got to stop thinking negatively. You know what I realized? I realized that we're in the suburbs and everybody ain't crazy, right? And so in the hood, when somebody come outside and do weird stuff, it was because there was white rocks involved. I genuinely think he's just, because it's his house. And you say what? You can't hear me? Okay. Well, you about to get shot. What's up, Jake? What's up, Jake, sister? Hey, how y'all doing? All right, y'all. I don't know. Can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me, I'll stay right here. What do you mean, Dakota? What did my... Dakota, what are you saying, Dakota? Explain yourself. What's happening? What's happening, y'all? Welcome in. Welcome in. Come on, Dakota. I want to hear what you mean before I start, because I'm going to respond, right? But I don't want to respond in the most negative way. I don't want... Yeah, you can't even reach, buddy. I've been having a great day. The new house is fine. Once we are able to plant some grass in the front and backyard, and you said my negativity got in your head. What do you mean? That's it's not that hard. It's a lot of work that needs to be done on this house, but my main focus is getting a chicken coop, right? Sorry, they started telling me something. Going live reading. You know what? Against YouTube policies. If I read a book that's published, I can get a copyright strike. So I just can't read. No, these are my clouds. Just regular old clouds. But they saying flying bugs as if there's lanterns. What are they called again? Hey, Papa. The glowing fireflies, right? Okay, fireflies. I don't know how they would see that. Oh no, those stories. Those stories I still tell. I just haven't been. Oh, okay, Dakota. Yeah, like your punk ass is doing right now. Oh, okay. Because I believe you're doing the same exact thing right now. Boy, you got to be stupid or something. I know, I'm rude. And this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the live. If I respond, I get in trouble, right? Y'all call me rude. But you're saying something, I'm responding to what you're saying, and then you'll call me just all types of, I get banned from all the, all the, I can't talk stuff about what I'm hearing. So I believe this is my yard, right? So I can hear it. Can you snipe? Let her live. I want her to hear this because I want to understand how she's doing the same exact thing that I'm doing, yet she has a problem with it. She seems slightly slow. Nah, 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 nah. You can't say you came in peace. I'm peaceful right now while I'm talking to your slow ass. Look, you can't tell me that I'm negative by saying that the intrusion of his no grass, right? And I would tell him that. I would tell him that. He'll laugh because he's my neighbor and I know all my backyard neighbors. So he'd laugh. And then I'm talking to Dakota right now. You snipe whoever you need to snipe if they getting out of line. Y'all got the strollers. I don't. But yeah, I would go tell him that though. You know what I mean? And then I feel like if I say that though, and then he gonna be like, "You want a beer, neighbor?" And I tell him I don't drink. Right? I don't drink. And then we'll laugh, and he'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. You were live." I'll be like, "Ah, no, it's all good." You know, because I joke like that. But when ignorant people like you, right, Dakota Miller, say things such as, "Your negativity, it just ruined my mind." I'm like, what? Because it's negative? Because I'm being funny? You have the most serious life, and you probably should laugh a couple times your damn self. Because Lord Jesus knows that it's not, life is not that serious. Like, you shouldn't be writing that much in this chat, period. You shouldn't be writing that much in this chat. You shouldn't be, oh my gosh, your negative comments because you came in peace, right? But your peaceful ass is talking a whole bunch of nothing. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You gotta chill. You gotta chill. And if you're new here, then you don't know my personality. In which case, you should really chat the fuck up. I said chata, and I also said fuck. Okay, and take it how you want to. Got me sideways. It's crazy the entitlement. You agreed with something that I said, and then you start talking stuff as if I'm not gonna say anything back. My boy, my little boy. What's that, Maria? Nah, I don't think Dakota know. Dakota just talking stuff, so I'm responding to her. Probably going to annoy her. She'll probably unsubscribe, which is fine. Because Lord knows I just need positive parents, those who are funny and don't take life too serious because there's too much stuff going on in this world to be tripping about me talking stuff about somebody doing something in my backyard. Are you slow, Dakota? You should go to hell and lick a rock in the corner, right? And then once them rocks cool off, which is never, once them rocks cool off, you come on back. She gonna hate me. She gonna be like, oh my gosh, she's so disrespectful. Oh, baby man is in the 98th percentile of his head size. I don't like it. He's in the 78th percentile of his weight. I don't like it. And he's in the 80th, 86 to be exact, of height. And I don't like it. Okay? I don't like it at all. Why is he's Dakota? Chill, okay? Chill. You chill, all right? Damn it, I was done talking to you. I'm talking about my baby's big ass head. His head is so big. But they were so surprised. They're like, he's gonna be big. So I hope your refrigerator stays stocked. Like, dude, I got 70,000 kids, I feel like. Jake and them be coming over eating snacks. Well, they don't eat snacks. They just drink juice boxes because Michael takes juice boxes outside and wants to give the neighborhood juice boxes. Maybe our food stamps ain't, nah, you know, but they cool though. That's how you, Papa. How you throw your weapon to attack? She go lose. Oh, baby V asleep. Baby V asleep. Baby V asleep. Gummy sleep. Somebody asked me today, do y'all realize in the videos, for one, Pooh does not even like to be in videos. She will move out the way. She don't care. She's very introverted. But like all my babies don't have to be in all the videos and stuff. They really live with me. They really are in my custody. They really be here asleep. And I'll be trying to. That's one thing I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna just make content out of my children. They do some just wild, ignorant stuff sometimes, which is funny. But like I don't think that it's childish daddy. I'm a very much petty, childish individual. All right, I'm an adult. I'm grown as hell. I pay my bills. I'm supposed to. Wow, I did see that. It almost happened. You almost won shoe. Oh, that's because you slow. Anyway, they, I, boy, this boy did a backflip. Whole shoe came off, went to the other side. He's trying to jump off the damn trampoline to the other side. He's gonna be in the hospital. Nita, your mama. That's a boy. Your mama should fall. Yo, mama. Where you at in the Caribbean? The Caribbean. I'm supposed to really take care of him. That's what I'm saying. I'm supposed to not. I'm supposed to. Folks gonna have something to say regardless of what you're doing, right? Whether you're okay. Somebody said you're dry begging because I said hopefully I can save up the money, right? But if I wasn't saving up the money and just doing whatever thing that everybody else does, posting stuff, just document my daily life, laughing and being funny, on social media with everybody else. If I wasn't doing what I'm supposed to do with my kids, then they would have something to say about that. The chick said I wore Jordans every day. You always got on Jordans. Like, do you? Papa, Papa, I'll be right back. And I'm gonna just grab one pair. It's dusty in there. But look though, okay? And y'all better not judge me. If y'all look at the videos, right? And all my videos, I pretty much wear the same thing. I don't buy myself clothes. I don't buy myself shoes or nothing. I don't wear Jordans, okay? I wear things like Damians, all right? Damians, okay? And if you ain't got a pair of Damians, you slipping. Now, I'm not saying go get you a pair of Damians, because the youth will roast you, okay? Because they Damians. But they are definitely on Amazon, okay? Cost $10. I can wear these to my baby's school, to drop them off at school, field days, field trips, summertime. We can go hoop in the Damians. I'm not trying to run around and hoop crazy because my knee is not well. But you dig what I'm saying, though? Dog. Nah, my head ain't that big. Your mama, though, when she be wearing them wigs to hide that she bald, that's wild and crazy. That's twazy, bro. Twazy. why you said that? Why would I look? I don't look like LeBron. No, you should have let him. Y'all should have let Doug stay. Yeah. I was fixed to roast his life just because. Thank you, Janice. But I want to know why LeBron. Is it because of this? My lips ashy. Is that the heavy one? That the lacrosse ball? Okay, just be careful, man. The one thing about life, I never thought I'd be able to have a backyard, right? And my kid be playing between two backyards because he ain't never had a backyard. I want y'all to go back and look where I started at, right? And I still ain't where I want to be. I'm far from where I want to be. I have so many goals to achieve for these children. Like I want them to have what I didn't have, but I also don't want them to be spoiled. Oh, your throw was you. I don't know how you did it, but you made it over and then it went back over to Jake's yard. The, the fence might be slanted or something, but it definitely did that. But yeah, I have so many goals that I want to achieve when it comes to these littles. Like I have to get a bigger house. I have to. In order for me to attain what I want to attain when it comes to Via, as far as a gym, and then Baby Bear, he's only getting bigger. He needs to have like a home gym somewhere, like the backyard right here is big, but if it's too hot, he can't work out back here. He said he wants to bulk up. His little skinny self said he want to bulk up. And then hey, what'd you buy the other day when he said you wanted to bulk up? What'd you buy the other day when he said, huh? Yeah, he said he gonna bulk up from one protein bar. He bought one protein bar because he said he wanted to get bigger. I said, bro, it's gonna take more than one protein bar. He said, I'll just get two then. But he needs a little gym though. You know what I mean? In order for me to do that, I gotta work my tail off and then sell a house and buy a bigger house. It's not gonna be super duper hard, but I don't know when it comes to life because of my situation and liver cirrhosis, leaving this earth a couple times, being in a coma. You never know what your plan is. Like you don't know what God has for you. It could be your last day. I didn't plan on going to sleep and not waking up. I'm glad Baby Bear was there. I'm glad he called my mom. I'm glad OG Nana called the police. I'm glad everything happened the way it happened. I don't take back what I've been through or anything because I'm still here, you know. But like, that don't mean I don't wake up every day, literally every day, and think about, man, this might be your last. Or like, even when I go to sleep, I always pray, Lord, please let me wake up because these babies need me. I'm being more vulnerable, you know what I mean? I'm telling y'all some stuff that I don't really go online and just be venting and stuff like that. You know, I talk about what I talk about, but I try not to let everybody into my business. But I think y'all should probably hear this is my testimony. You know what I'm saying? Not a day goes by that I don't think about me dying and what my kids would do if I left this earth, where they would be at, who they would go with. You know, and Nana's getting older. She can't. My grandma was around until I was, shoot, almost out of high school. And I miss her every day. And Nana's gonna be around, but I feel like if she has to raise my babies because I'm not making the healthy decisions, I'm making the right decisions. Instead of going out to clubs, I stay home. Instead of going to bars, I don't even drink, so there's no purpose in me being there. I don't chase women. Now listen to me, okay? Just because I don't chase women, because I choose to be around my babies, does not mean I don't be liking to look at y'all women. Because y'all be fine as hell, but I know I got too many kids, so I can't even do it. And then y'all can't do it because I got too many. I get it, but I can't help y'all be coming outside looking the best. And I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all coming outside looking like fire and shit, because I like to see fire and shit. Okay, I just know I got a whole bunch of babies, and I know ain't nobody trying to deal with a man with a whole bunch of babies. That's really why I be in the crib too, because like, how can I go out? How can I go out and be like really trying to mac though? And then in the middle of the day, be like, hey, I gotta go change baby Via because it's time to, or you know what I'm saying? I'd rather not even play with nobody's time or emotions. Have I talked to women and all that? Yeah, of course. I'm single as hell, so I got the right to talk to who the hell I want to, right? But hard but. I'm talking about hard but. I don't think that the time that I would spend trying to get to know a woman is women are not selfish. A lot of women want time. They want to get to know you. And any red flag, which I respect it. Any red flag, it will dismiss you, right? And that's just you can't as a man you cannot get mad if a woman sees a red flag and she like nah. Even if you ain't on that, even if you ain't on that, and she think you on that, and it's just a red flag for her, you can't get mad at that lady. She done been through some things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 5 kids is a lot. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you at all. 5 kids is a whole bunch. And technically it's six because my oldest is a boy and he's not around every day, all day. But he's also not my biological son. But I thought he was my son for several years. Was there for him and everything. Paternity test proved that he wasn't mine. I was sadder than all types of Saturdays. But I never had it in my heart to tell him you're not my kid or like try to dismiss him not my child because it wasn't his fault. He didn't do nothing wrong. That's my baby. He's grown now though. He's an adult, and that is. I don't blame the lady at all, at all, because stuff happens, life happens. You can't. I don't. I'm not gonna call her no smuts or what I mean. Because as dudes, we be doing the most. So I would never ever blame or judge. There you go. I would never judge a lady on decisions that she's made, especially when she's young. Nah, ain't nobody trying to husband me up. I because I come with five. Picture you trying to talk to a man that is telling you his five is with him at all times. Like they know I come with five. I get it when the dudes jump into relationships with women, um, and they got five, but the five ain't with them, but they got five. That's a different ball game. And I can't even be mad if a woman dates him and has a baby and all that, whatever. But when you got five that's with you, it's a different ball game. The woman gonna want to go out. Woman gonna want to date. I can't do none of that. I can't do too much of none of that. You got to catch me outside. I don't be out there that much. Yeah, and then that's the one thing for sure. Like Via is gonna be with me for life, even if these kids. I'm not a traditional black man, so I'm not about to kick my kids out at 18. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. They can stay with me, and really, they can stay with me till they feel comfortable enough to get on their own. If that's at 30, then that's just at 30. But Via is gonna be with me for the remainder of her and my life. Whichever one of us go first, type stuff. Like she's with me. She's not ever not, and she requires a lot. So I feel like, yeah, I want to have fun and do certain stuff, and that's where I got OG now to assist. As they grow older, my other kids are like they know that they're being raised to know to make sure V is good in case I leave. If I leave this earth, their main focus is to be successful, be respectful, walk this earth humble, and take care of Via. That's it. Yeah, family dates is crazy. I'm telling you, and on top of that, my kids they love people, right? But they like their space. Again, Pooh is 18 now. She is very much an adult lady. She do not have to come if she don't want to. But she also is not gonna get put out. Like you know what I mean? So she's at the house. It was. I didn't just get my kids. Okay, how can I put this? No, there's no drug addict in the situation, right? I'm trying to be respectful because I know when shit goes on the internet, it stays on the internet. I try to be respectful when I say these certain things online, but I'm gonna tell y'all again, I'm gonna try to be more vulnerable. There was no drugs involved, there was no fights or quarrels like that. Things happened, and during those things, we grew apart, right? When, as a man, we are territorial, right? We want to know that what is ours is ours. If I feel like it's not mine, who am I to hold it hostage? You know what I'm saying? I went to college and I had a blast. Blast, okay? Like I did some stuff, boy, pajama parties that I didn't wear pajamas at or any other clothes. Like we had fun. The the it's either up under there, up under the. It's probably behind the bar downstairs, like or in that little the barrel. Your sister had this. I don't know. Where was I at? Forgot where I was at. Come on, chat. Where was I at? Yeah, I know my son ain't got outdoor manners, so he gonna interrupt me regardless. Oh, growing apart, growing apart. So we we as men we do things like we grow out and we let's just be honest. We do a lot. We cheat, right? We like to have a lot of women. All the stuff that traditionally and the stuff that we was raised, rap lyrics and all that stuff. How Negroes out there, hey, I got hoes in different area codes. Now look, that just showed my age, all right. but stuff like that, like we got raised all the way wrong. But when you have a woman and she wants to be outside, you can't. You'd be stupid to try to keep her held down. You know what I'm saying? Because me, with your feelings hurt, she got to be sneaky. I just chose to be like, you know what? Go live life, have fun, do some things that you do, and it got longer and longer and longer and longer. You know what I'm saying? Type stuff. I don't harbor hard feelings, ill will, or nothing like that. I don't have to talk to the lady every day. They talk to her when they want to. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand life in order to be at peace. You got to understand stuff like that. Otherwise, you're gonna be it's just turmoil and all type of stuff. And you can't judge nobody for doing whatever the hell they want to do. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you should know those lyrics. You look too young to know those lyrics. But no, I was outside doing the wildest stuff. If I told y'all the story of Montbello is gonna be the greatest love story ever, because it's gonna have everything. But being a product of my environment, I got to see a lot of stuff. So seeing a person who has a child with someone and then has a child with the neighbor across the street and actively I've seen that. I've seen fights and deaths over men and women. I've seen all the nonsense you can see when it comes to dating and doing the wrong thing that I just don't even try to be involved in. You know what I mean? I'm cool. Family's good. We live and some of us learn. That is the truest thing. Another reason why, like, while I was getting myself, I had to do like a little emotional slash mental wellness on myself. After moving and everything, I ain't gonna say I had a breakdown, but there was a lot going on. And I ain't about to be on this here internet, you know what I'm talking about, just crying, okay? I'm not about to be sitting there just tears, jelly. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just can't take it. Why? They only had one left. You only had one left. Why would he eat my last oatmeal pie? Like, I'm not about to do that, okay? I'm not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen. But if I need to sit back and reevaluate some things and figure out what I want to do with this internet, that's what I was gonna do. And with that cost me every subscriber slash any supporters or anything like that, then that's just what it is. Because regardless of whether this internet is on or off, I still got to be a parent, and I have to make sure my mental is good. I also wanted to see if I wanted to. I had to pray a lot and see if I wanted to even open up to y'all, my focals. You dig what I'm saying? I didn't know if I wanted to do that type of stuff, put myself out there completely, only to get ridiculed, ostracized, everything that comes along with this internet. I know y'all heard about what happened in Vegas. My man's went live, and him and his wife, rest in peace, are now gone. You know what I'm saying? And like, for what? For the damn internet? I'm cool. I did a lot of prayer, a lot of reflection. They're in the garage. Yeah, they're pretty massive. Did you say they're pretty low taper paid? What's that mean? Word. Uh, my chat's pretty old. Okay, we outside, but we also go indoors before 9. I don't have any YNs in the chat. I will check with your uncle though, because he's like borderline YN unk. Find what? All right, man. I mean, if you better do it before it's dark. Before it's dark, right? I don't know where it is. It's in there. I just don't know where it is. My bad. But yeah, you can't. He said I'm in my 20s and I'm lost. I don't be knowing half stuff. I let him be unapologetically him. He is something else. Okay, something else. But yeah, I took a break. I prayed. I found out what I want to do. This channel is always going to be just it's childish daddy. It's always going to be me documenting everything because when I was in a coma and came out, I didn't really have too many videos and stuff like that my kids could just actively go and watch because my daddy kept me out of the industry as a young kid for a reason. So glad he did. So glad he did. You don't even look like Shar. You don't even look like you are old enough as well. But yeah, this channel is gonna always be. I'm gonna give y'all my daily life. I'm gonna start just documenting. I just don't know. I feel like I be annoying y'all. Do I be annoying y'all? I feel like I'm just go ahead and tell me. Yeah, I be annoying y'all. Well, I can't say y'all because I don't post as much as I should on the YouTube. But I think I'm gonna start doing it more. Like I said, opening up, giving y'all the daily, our stuff, all of our. We do a lot. I just don't film a lot. And then I don't have a team either. There's no team. See, when it comes to YouTube, you gotta have a team. You gotta be. You gotta have editors and all type of stuff. I ain't got none of that. I do everything myself, literally. Beside film, I might pass the phone and/or camera to Pooh or Baby Bear, and then those are my videographers if I'm not the videographer for them. Other than that, it's just us. We don't have too much. I'm not the berry. Yeah, you know, Jersey is extra 2 hours more 2 hours ahead of us. Oh, thank you. Those are my best. And sure, I dig it. I drink water, and I need to drink some more. You see these lips ashy? Boy, this dry climate out here. I know y'all probably out there like, boy, stop licking your lips. I'm about to have that red ring around that I told Gummy not to have. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And I love y'all too. And I promise I'm going to just start getting more active. I'm going to start doing more lives. I'm going to start documenting more. I got a cool ass camera now. I tried to go here. Look, this is how much I love y'all. The money that I use for the kids is just their money, right? I didn't monetize the Instagram page because I got banned. Last time I monetized, 275,000 followers gone because I was talking. It was my fault. I did it. But I bought a new setup though, so I can start going live. I just need to figure it out. All right, I got my live camera. I got 2 different mics, rings, and I'm ready to put a little into it, right? Just so y'all can have better clarity. Y'all can hear me better, see me better, see us. I can go live, do DMI with Via. You guys can watch me put together this gym for her. Hell, we can all do exercises together with our differently able babies. Have a cool hood workout, like for folks who ain't just the normal parents. Because I know that we are not the. If you subscribe and you are in this cave and you are a family and you also are a medical parent, then you're probably not uh, the regular medical parent. Because we kind of will tell our kids, not the medical ones probably, but our other kids, shut the up. You know what I mean? Like we keep it 1,000. It's fun. It's all laughs. We don't hold stuff back from our babies, and we just treat our differently able babies differently. Able, but we treat them just like we treat all our other babies, and that's just what it's gonna be. Via is sleep. It is late here, or it's getting late here. She goes to sleep early though, because she has to take medications. Two of the medications out of the three that she takes put her to sleep, essentially. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. I'll be having to remember we're in 2025 because a young not black kid calling my kid a just boy is wild, but he don't know. I'm almost damn near old man. I found another gray. Hold up, man! I found another gray in my. I ain't like it this summer. It's over here, and I ain't like it too much. It really grind my gears. It really grind my. I didn't like it. Yeah, they get on my damn nerves. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'm not gonna pluck it, but like it's like right here now, and I don't judge me because I got another one too somewhere. I got two grays, and I ain't know baby bear walk by, he gonna grab it. He say, "Hey, Dad, what's this?" I'm like, bro, if you don't stop touching me, if you don't stop touching my damn face with them nasty ass grubby hands, you done probably picked at your toes and unstuck your ball from your. These kids are nasty. Baby man don't get. I change baby man's diaper, right? He will grab, because when you're a baby boy, if you have baby boys, they reach down and grab their stuff because they're curious. They want to know what it is. You know what I mean? So he reached down and grabbed his stuff every time I change him, right? And then I don't wipe his hands off, forget sometimes. And my mans will come and just grab my whole face with fingertips in the lips and just pull, and I be forgetting, and then it'll hit me like, uh, nasty. This kid's disgusting. Gummy always bringing me a booger. She always just, "Here, Dad." I'll be like, "What is this?" And then I have it. See, this is where I mess up every time. She'd be like, "Here, Daddy." I'll be like, "What is this?" And I grab it. Then I'll be like, full, wet, slimy booger. "Thanks, Dad." Man, if you don't go somewhere, go on somewhere. You and take your snot with you, your mocos, and go on. You just letting that man shoot you from over the fence, bro? You letting Wilson just smoked you. They're good. You know what I mean? Who asked that? Lauren? Yeah, Lauren, they're good. All of their rooms are good. My, mine's not so good. I gotta buy a bed. I've been sleeping on the floor. Nope, I'm not. See, right there. Right there. And I want y'all to see this. As soon as I say I'm sleeping on the floor and I gotta buy a bed, someone will say I'm dry begging. I'm just telling y'all what the hell is going on, and this is what it is, okay? I gotta save and buy a bed. Y'all remember that bed I had? Woo, with the wood, it looked like I set it on fire and then tried to repaint it and stain it. Yeah, threw that in the trash. Threw that in the trash. The critic, what is correct? Did Baby Bear get to build his Marble Mansion Lego set? He built it. He put, Papa, you're gonna have to give a tour of your Legos, all the Legos that you have put together in the last 3 months. They were big sets though. Yeah, you're getting requested, and they're asking how they came together and stuff. I think you should show them, like eventually. Put you up a video for kids only, and then give a little tour of your Legos, my good man. Yeah, I'm telling you. See, at least you on the mattress on the floor. I'm on the blanket on the floor, right? Which, okay, this is gonna sound crazy. The first week, I think it did my back justice. I was like, oh man, I'm just getting up, do my little workout in the morning, go get the babies and stuff ready. But then I saw a tarantula, right? Because we live like damn near in the country. And after the tarantula, I kind of not slept the best. So that's all. Well, thank you, Miss Lauren. I definitely was not planning on getting live all day long. I said I was gonna be live yesterday, and I went on TikTok, but I got a comment to that. It rubbed me the wrong way, and I felt like let's go live because I'd be wanting people to go live with me that talk the nonsense because I want to know where people coming from. Like the women who ask where the moms is aggressively, where's their mom? Bitch, where's your mom? Like, and then see I'm rude right there. And so it was one of them comments that just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I just wanted to address it and ask questions and figure out where people's minds are at. Because I really feel like, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. If a channel's called Childish Daddy, and those who have been around, I don't want y'all's answers because y'all know me. I need new folks. It's called Childish Daddy. It's a man with his kids. Why does he have to then speak about the mother of the kids, bring the mother of the kids around? Like, I get it, people nosy, and I get it, people want to know, inquisitive, want to know about life and stuff. But like, why is it bad if a person says, "Why is their mom not?" or "Where's their mom?" as if I'm doing something wrong to these kids? Why is it wrong for me to say, "Minding her business"? Like, how does that make me rude? You dig what I'm saying? Okay, Shaka, but when you put your life, when you put your life online, people feel entitled, right? Understandably, because they're invested. But what I'm saying is, if you come in and say you're doing a great job, but where's mom? What's a hard but for, right? And I say, thank you, but why does it matter? We both threw a butt in there, right? It was a cool butt. What made me rude when I said my butt? When your butt came through, no BBL or nothing, just straight butt, right? Regular butt. What made yours not rude? And then if I respond in kind, why is it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to know. I just got questions. I'm regular just like y'all. I got questions. I know. And I be feeling bad because I purposely, like, I felt bad. The reason I really stopped it wasn't because I lost my Instagram page. It was because I had responded to somebody, and then after I responded to them, I don't know, it just touched my spirit to look at their page. I looked at their page and they weren't, you know what I mean, they were differently abled as well. And the way they were asking the question it wasn't, what they said isn't what they meant. And so I had to personally ask this person, and I personally asked this person's mother, and the mother was 52. And I just asked him, like, can you video me? And we got on the video from the Instagram page, and I was talking, I just told them, like, I felt bad about it because you don't know, there might be people from foreign countries who don't know how to speak, and their dialect is not as good as Americans or Australians. And so when they ask, it's not rude, you know what I mean? So that's why I've been asking lately, can you clarify what you mean before I respond? So that way I'll know if I can go to hell with my response. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And that's what I'm saying. Like that really rubs me. That really rubs me the wrong way. And I'm not saying black men are not wrong a lot. I'm not saying white men are not wrong a lot. All I'm saying is, why is it such a hard thing to believe that a black man has his kids, taking care of his kids? Hell, even my auntie. Again, I'm a product of my environment. So the way I was raised, I had to re-raise myself to become a better man. If you knew the old bear, the outside wild, reckless, my auntie told me I wasn't gonna be nothing. She thought I was gonna be a gang member. She thought I was gonna be a stick-up kid. She thought I was gonna be a whatever negative, everything negative. She thought I was gonna be everything negative. Serial unaliver, um, prescription seller. Like, she thought I was gonna be all that, right? And she just recently told me, I'm so proud of you. You did not do anything that you said that I thought you were gonna do. Like, you're doing good by your kids. And that to me felt great, right? But it also made me think, like, a whole bear is pretty wild and twazy. And it's not safe because he don't need to be around. And I don't like to bring him back out. But I will for these kids. If it got to come out, it got to come out. Y'all just gonna shoot the girl? Y'all ain't poop. My bad, they tweaking. Yeah, I got a new Instagram. I wasn't gonna start a new Instagram. It was about a month after I got my page taken away, and somebody wrote me on Facebook like, "Nah, we need you to restart an Instagram page." And I think she was serious because she said that I help her and her babies on a daily basis. They just watch us and stuff, and their babies watch us and said like they like family down there. So I just started again. It's just the same thing, childish daddy. No, Connie, my oldest has not graduated yet. She's special needs as well. She's differently able, so her developmental caused her to have a delay after she had surgery on her head. She had surgery on her, she had the back, her heart. She has kidney problems and all type of stuff. So she missed a good portion of time before she started. So she'll graduate next year. But she had at the midterm, she had like, it was weird. She had like straight. I'm telling her business. She gonna get mad at me. She had like straight C's and D's, and I was upset. I told her like, dude, that sucks. Cause I know you're better than that. So you just being lazy. Don't ask me for nothing. And then I think she took that to heart because she went and got all the grades back up, and she, I think she ended with a 3.7, 3.67, either 3.76 or 3.67. So she's on the right path to graduate. She only has to take 2 classes next year, so she's gonna get a part-time job, do an internship at a veterinarian place, so she could be a pet clinic, so she can be a veterinarian because that's what she wants to do. She wants to work with animals. Yeah, V is already. She's too tall. It's already a problem. She if y'all just, I'm telling you, just go back and watch some of the videos. Y'all can watch her growth spurt. I got to see it in real time, but between her and Baby Bear, man, they are getting way too big. My neighbor built a skate park in his backyard. He's trying to get us to come over. I'm gonna break my neck. I ain't trying to go. I feel like I'm being rude to him because he keep on asking me. I'm like, nah, I'm cool, man. I don't do that no more. He's like, but you used to board, right? I'm like, yeah, but nah, I'm not gonna get on there because then I'm not gonna make it back to my house. She's big. She's doing a lot. She crawls across the whole living room. So the new space that you guys see downstairs, it takes about 20 minutes, okay? But she makes it from the fireplace all the way near the TV. So there's a wait list, but it's paid for. There's a wait list, and hopefully somebody will drop off in the next month or two. Not 2 months. A couple of people will drop off so that she can get in. And they won't let her do an hour. Well, not that they won't let her, they just don't recommend her doing an hour. But she's in though, and it's making me happy because she like riding. I don't know. She already likes doing crazy stuff. Y'all don't see me flipping her around. Y'all probably see me like once or twice, but like I be flipping her around and jumping around, and she likes all the crazy stuff. She's like a little acrobat that can't move. So I figured get on her because I do the bouncy knee horse thing with the weird and do that, and she don't know what it is. But then when she do when she do get on the horse, I feel like she gonna be like, oh, what's this? What's this, daddy? Smile's gonna come. And it's gonna be so, because of her condition, they're not gonna give her a class like the others. So there's not gonna be 7, 8 kids, 7, 8 educators or therapists, I'm sorry. And they're gonna give her her own path, and she's gonna have her own personal person, and we're gonna have her own session. So she'll be able to enjoy it without the noise and all that good stuff. I'm excited. I'm not excited about going for an hour drive to get there though. An hour drive there and an hour drive back. but it's once a week for 30 minutes, 10 weeks straight. I think she will. I'm excited about it. I'm sitting there looking at the chat, right? I'm waiting on that lady that told me I wear Jordans to come in here. I just got a couple questions for her, okay? I don't really get heckled by the dudes. You know what? I got a lot of solid brothers who follow me. They do right by their kids. We got differently able babies, but like they are there for their babies. And I love them brothers, right? It be the crazy women who I don't know what their problem is. They be like really trying. And I'd be wanting to go live. I know I've said that a couple times, but that's the reason that I went live, being petty. Did you hear that? Baba, did you hear that? Why did it sound like it? Oh, I see. It sounded like it was right here. Got nervous. Okay, sorry. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I'm happy. I tell people all the time, like, I don't care if she's moving and grabs, breaks. I don't care what if she's moving or if she says something out of line and she just her first real word, excuse me, outside of dad is like, you, all right, she throw that B word out there. I'll be like, oh my gosh, B is talking. Go, baby. Who the B word? Where's she? Point her out. Point her out. Lucy, point her out. What are y'all playing with? I don't know. That's just me. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. The prayers that touches me more than any monetary gain can. Like praying for my baby, sending those up, praying for my children. I pray for them every day and night, all day and night. Cause Lord, I don't know. After my situation, I just felt like they need everything. They deserve everything. There's no reason why they shouldn't have the best upbringing. And I just not have to want for nothing. You know what I mean? That don't mean they gotta have everything they want. The one thing I think I've said it before, is my new phrase. The one thing that I realized before my coma, and, and I don't even think anybody's home either. I don't even think anybody's home either. I lost that one anyway. Man, those are gonna, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, yes, it's gone for sure. I mean, when they come out, you guys can ask, but I wouldn't jump over there because that dog would tear everybody up. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I try to go live when I can. Anyway, the phrase that I've coined and that I'm starting to live by is that when I was younger growing up, I, I wanted what I thought I needed. How can I put it? Okay, what I wanted I didn't need, and what I needed I didn't want. That's just as easy as I could put it. What I wanted I didn't need. So like, I had a grill, I had the jewelry. My daddy bought it, but I had it though. You know what I mean? Lexus, like, and I probably got it the absolute wrong way. Woo, the hay fever, son. My allergies. Yeah. Um, yeah, I had all that stuff, and I guess not. That's just it's unnecessary. Wasted a lot of money on a lot of unnecessary stuff. And what I needed was stability. What I needed was to learn how to be a man. What I needed was to not to be humble, to be honest, like all the stuff that I needed. And so that's when I say I had to re-raise myself. Ooh, Lord, y'all see this? When I say I had to re-raise myself, simply for that reason, I had to really learn what I needed in life. And me deciding to, Y'all both slow as hell. What what I need now in life is to continue to be obedient. And I know that ain't what nobody want to hear because we outside and we trying to have fun and you only get one life to live, yeah, but then you gotta die. And then once that happens, where you gonna go? What did you live for? What legacy did you leave on this earth? Did you leave it in a better place than when you got there? Folk don't really think about that type of stuff nowadays because we're all living in the times of now, you know what I mean? But I want mine to understand that. And if I do decide to, not decide, but if I do get taken off this earth, I want my kids to not be sad about it because they know I left them in a better position than what they came in. You gonna smoke yourself? Family. I'm sorry, I got these kids outside. I'm fucking stitch to them. Oh my gosh, my eyeballs. Yeah, I don't like none of this. It's bad. Thank you, thank you. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I lost my brother a couple years ago. Not more than a couple years ago, but I think about it every day too. What am I doing for my birthday next month? Okay, so before I answer this question, right? Because y'all be saying, or not y'all, because people keep on saying about dry begging. You telling me to be quiet? Okay. You're gonna tell me to be quiet from upstairs. Anyway, um, this is not me dry begging. All right, I'm answering this damn question. I am broke. I gotta get a bed. I have to pay half of the Riften chair. Oh no. I'm sorry. I have to pay for the accessories. The Riften chair is paid for. Rent is crazy. Not rent. Mortgage is crazy. I don't celebrate birthdays or even Father's Day like this weekend. My mama just reminded me that it was Father's Day. And people keep on telling me, I'm like, what y'all talking about? Happy Father's Day, early Father's Day. I'm like, I don't celebrate none of that. I'm an old man now. Viejo oso. Anybody worried about my birthday? And I'm not being funny. I'm just saying for real. I ain't doing nothing. I don't do nothing ever. If you, I go live. Y'all see me. We talk. We laugh. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do nothing. So I just be in the house. I'm pretty sure baby will be like, Dad, what do you want for dinner? I'll cook you dinner. And I'll be like, I don't know. And then we're gonna be stuck on the I don't know phase for like ever. That's the one thing, baby and I. If he asks me what I want for dinner, or if I ask him, I promise that don't ever go well. It'll take us 17 hours. Kind of like a married couple. What do you want for dinner, babe? I don't know. Whatever you decide. And then like 3 hours later. So did you decide? No. Hell no. You see? Thank you. Okay. No. See, you don't know Baby Bear like that. You tell him to surprise you, he mess around and come in there with a golden steak, sprinkling salt like this. Then I wonder why there's a charge on the PayPal. Isn't that there are adult babies running around here? Favorite meal? My favorite meal, manicotti. We do, but sometimes baby bears out of line with it. It's cool with being celebrated, but I'm telling you, I don't have a million and one friends or nothing like that. I'm about to set this up in the bathroom. Yeah, I don't have a million and one friends, so it ain't like I'm gonna go to a club or bar scene and have everybody pull up on me. Hood. Extra hood. Be right here. Love you too, kid. Live from the bathroom. Looks like I'm at the sauna though. All right, what questions do you guys have for me? I got a couple. 7:40. Yep, 8 o'clock. I got about 20 minutes, and I will give you guys 1,000% of whatever I got for you. How often do I go to the P.O. box? And so far now, I try to get there once a week. I'm in the box state. Here we go. Am I dating? I don't know how long you've been on the live, but we were just talking about that. I have Angela. Never mind. No. Hell nah. My dad is my same name. You can Google him. Baby Bear has been on the honor roll literally every year he's been in school. I'm an adult male, Kimberly. I'm an adult male, okay? I've been around for a while. Anything that ever comes for the kids, that just goes, they have their own cash app. It's the Cave Cubs. But if anybody ever, whatever y'all send to them, just notate who it's for and what it's for. Because Pooh and Baby Bear see it, they think it's for sports. Pooh thinks it's for nails. They don't know what it's for. Majority of the stuff goes to Bia because she is the one who can't, like, her adaptable equipment is so expensive, and stuff that isn't covered by insurance. It's just cool to have a safety net. They're not greedy though. They don't ever ask to use. They like to give their own money to Baby Bia. They like to try to help. I don't like it. I want them to spend their money on themselves and whatnot, but they love to take care of Baby Bia as well. But it's the Cave Cubs. No. Yeah, the Cave Cubs. $ the Cave Cubs with the K. THEKAVECUBS. Do I like 7-Up pound cakes? I haven't had a real authentic one in years since my big mama been gone, but I can do a 7-Up pound cake. In the bushes, you said your question is okay. I'm gonna do it out. Let me see. How am I feeling mentally? I was just talking about that as well. I had to take a break from social media, prayer. I had to get deep in prayer, figure out what I want to do, get my mental straight and all that. Just after the move, it was a big move. Like the reset, I didn't realize how much of a reset that I needed. I was going so hard on autopilot, therapies, doctors, work, baby bear, school, poo, getting her to become a senior so she can have all the credits. And then my other two kids, they are just babies having fun. Gummy and baby man, they don't care. But I didn't realize how much of a reset that I needed. Like a whole mental everything. I don't get to go like to spas or something like that. So I just slowly but surely had to get myself right, and I'm 100% good right now. Thank you, Zakai. I appreciate it. We are going to do a lot. So I'm going to take them to as much lighting and sound, sensory activity parks that I can. I'm trying. My goal is to take Baby Bear to Legoland, but I am so scared to fly, for one. And I don't know how much it's going to be, but I don't want to pay to fly and then not end up on the ground alive because whatever's going on with all the planes. I've seen way too many planes go down this year that I have my whole life. I'm nervous. All right, now if we go walk to Legoland, I'm down with that. Well, thank you, Janine. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And I just, all right now, Miss Lauren. If I try it, I'm gonna tell you if it's good or not. Don't be, okay. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm scared to fly right now. Although he's like, he just hasn't been, no, he hasn't been anywhere since. So he used to go with me on the road. I used to take him, not, not trying to glorify a baby being in the club. But there's been times where I had to take him with me to shows and I had to travel out of state. There's a lot going on. And since Tacoma and then having his three siblings, he hasn't been out of town. He's itching. He's like, Daddy, I need to go vacay. I want to see some stuff. Uh, my response was hell no because of what I was about to say. And so I just kept it a hell nah because I was going to be reckless, okay, extra reckless, and I decided against it at this time. But it's not about, it's just time. I'm not going to waste nobody's time, that's all. There's no purpose in wasting anybody's time, energy, and just for what? Because I know I'm obligated to these babies. Now, again, if you watch this live, I had a whole cool talk about it. Feel free to go back and you'll hear in detail what I mean. But it really ain't that deep. It's just, I don't want to waste nobody's time. Hell no, I ain't against dating. What? Everybody wants to. Everybody wants to have somebody, but I'm content if it's my plan, like, cause you know how everybody has their own individual book that's written for them about them, cause God was up there just writing books. In my book, I feel like if it's written that it's I'm supposed to just be single, then that's just like it. If I just gotta be alone and my kids bring me joy, then that's just what it is. I'm not about to try to fight it or nothing, whatever. I see y'all questions load up. Every time I ask y'all to go ahead and fire off these questions, y'all be getting nervous. But in the comment section, y'all be having hella questions. I'm ready to answer. I'm letting y'all be nosy. Go ahead, be nosy. Ask me what you want. I'm gonna tell you. Be respectful though. Okay. Be respectful, cause you know I tell you. Be respectful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It took forever. I'm glad I got it. I really, for every that has had a kid in the hood and lived in an apartment, grew up with pissy hallways and just, they should want to get their kids up out of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that my kids were in pissy hallways, but I'm also not saying they ain't smelled the stench of piss. Okay? If you, my baby and I, there was times at 11 o'clock at night that I'm walking with baby bear with me down Colfax to get diapers from Walgreens. Do you hear what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted and think that we just come from privilege, because we don't. My daddy made 18 million over his career. I didn't make 18 million. I don't even know what 18 million looked like in person type stuff. Okay? My kids come from the hood, just not the hood that I came from. Colfax is extra sus. Colfax is not the place to be at, ever. Okay, just don't even go. Yeah, always. Like I said, my dad was a good dad. He just didn't make all the right decisions. But again, that comes with being a provider, a male. See, things transitioned from when my dad was growing up to now that I'm growing up. It was the breadwinner. He was supposed to, like, the male was the breadwinner, the husband, the head of the household. He takes care, and the wife is the homemaker, all that good stuff, right? Me going with him on the road, he would take me on the road and wouldn't take my siblings. There was reasonings behind that, but again, if you look at the live before, you hear what I was talking about and you understand. I just choose to now, I navigate my work around my babies. So I'm always, again, I thought I heard Via, sorry. Got this camera on Via, and she go in her middle of her sleep, just like she's having the roughest sleep. Like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get off sleep. Anyway, he would take me with him, and I've been to movie sets, all types of stuff, filming. When he was filming all types of movies, I was with him majority. Now I'm not gonna say majority of the movies, so I was legit. But as I became an older jit, he would take me to those things. So I'd have been to all types of recording sessions, because he was a musician too. He was into the music. He produced a lot. And I've been around the most famous of the most famous stars. I'm glad he kept me out of the industry as a kid. And that's why Baby Bear, a lot of people ask why I don't let Gummy model or do like print work or runway or anything like that. The industry is not for kids. I don't give a damn what they look like, what money it is. It's not for children. Not at all. Okay, sorry. Let me get back to this. How is the fundraising coming for Via's therapy? It's coming. It wasn't a fundraiser. I simply was saying that hopefully I could save up enough, and then the aunties took it upon themselves to say, "F off, Bear. We're gonna do whatever we want to do." So I can't even say no. So the fundraiser's going great, if that's what we're gonna call it. It's going fantastic. She's gonna go. She's definitely gonna be in there. That was Ms. Zakia. Danielle, they're minding their business, and I'm not being disrespectful when I say that, but they're minding their business over there somewhere. I'm feeling good, Nanya. I'm all right. I'm alive, so I can't complain. That's a good question. Let me see. Is it pronounced Micaiah? Oh, I'm sorry, Kia. That shit, that stuff say it's me, Kia. I don't like reading names. What dreams did you have for your life before you started having children? Right. All right. So my plan was to be a singer and a lawyer at the same time. And I was very well on it until I got on stage for the first time at the Comedy Store in Hollywood, California, because it was kind of a dare. And then I found my passion stand-up comedy and writing. So I went to school to be a writer, and writing shows, television pilots, scripts, screenplays, all of these things are what I planned on doing with my life. The plans have not faltered as I've been accredited for writing. I'm also still a current writer, which is why I get to stay at home and chill out with these kids. I thought I would be on a bigger scale than what I have reached right now, but I didn't have a fair shot. And I'm not going to say I didn't have a fair shot. I'm just going to say my dad passed away before he could give me what he would have been able to give me if he was here. What I mean by that is he kept me out of the industry. Although I have connections and I know people, that does not mean that these people know me as an adult male. You know what I mean? So as an adult male, graduate college, he could have took me around, casted me, grew a portfolio, my resume grows, and boom, now I can give you my accolade, my credits. But he passed away, unexpectedly. So there was no introduction to the industry. There was just why the industry is not a good place for kids. So I had to learn the industry myself. And once I learned the industry myself, I realized it's not for kids, but it's very lucrative if you have a great talent and you're able to work and keep it as work and not indulge in the ditty. The bull snot, the stuff. I was able to sing a whole lot better, excuse me. I was able to sing a whole lot better before they shoved a tube down my throat and I was intubated and damaged my lungs. I'd like to think that I can still hold a note, but it is nowhere near what I was able to do when I was growing up until the age of, my 20s was lit. Two are asleep, one's outside in the back. Pooh is 18, she is with her friend being 18. I don't know. I think they should, right? Kia? Is it Kia or Kaya? Ooh, that stuff hurts. How often do I get rest? I probably should get more rest. I don't know, if a baby pops up, I'm up. So like, all the baby's rooms are right here with me. So I'm able to boom, 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 boom. If one pops up, I'm up with her. But I usually go to sleep because I work until, sometimes 4 in the morning. Get a couple hours and get right back to it. Okay, Kia. I was diagnosed with liver cirrhosis, but I was intubated because I wasn't breathing. My lungs were full of fluid, my body was full of waste, my liver wasn't functioning, my kidneys were shutting down, and if I wasn't intubated, I would have, been deceased. I mean, I did flatline twice, and after the second time, they asked my mom if I flatlined again, if she wanted them to revive me, and she said, hell yeah, and so that's that. I was screwing just a little bit. Can we hear you sing a little? In the bushes, it's not gonna sound the greatest, all right? And I might lose my breath, but I'm gonna do it because I told you I'm gonna be more vulnerable, okay? Dang it. All right, man, don't judge me, all right? If If I snuck up in your bedroom, touch you while you sleep, would you act surprised as if you didn't notice me? I came to steal your car, girl, don't call the police. I only want a part, really just a piece. And if you show me that money, then I'm gonna show you the piece. All that bullshit, that's the bull stuff, okay? Just nonsense. Nonsense, nonsense. Are my children half Spanish? Well, I'm Jamaican and Puerto Rican, so like, are they more than half of the Latin descent? That's the one. That's the one. But yes, are you asking if their mothers are Spanish? Yes. And French Creole. Or something like that, yes. Yeah. Hola, hola. I'm trying to read this question right, and I just don't understand it. Which of the two last baby? Gummy. Gummy, are you asking who's older out of Gummy and Via? Gummy is the youngest. She's the youngest. Yeah, I've been through some things, man. I don't take anything back though, because a lot of the stuff that I've been through forced me to recognize my flaws. And yeah, I know people shouldn't say flaws and all that, but mine were flaws, okay? I don't care what nobody else says. Me choosing to go pop bottles instead of trying to figure out what's going on with poo, you know what I mean? That's a flaw to me. Regardless of whatever you think or anything, well taken care of baby, her mother is great, takes care of everything good, but like, instead of being at home and on a Saturday night, I would go promote, be out clubbing. And you have good money, but at the same time, it's not. I could have been at home reading books to my baby. And in retrospect, I should have been, because the money that I was making, I was still spending that in the club. Like, it's stupid. Do I want more kids? I can't say. I would say no, right? Last time I said no, baby man popped up on me. So I'm just whatever. If it happened, it happened. I'm not actively humping on nobody to make no kids. So like, can't nobody in the last 2 years tell me, hey, this baby's yours, because I've only slept with one person, and then baby man came, and then I ain't slept with nobody else since then. So, but if it happens, I'm not gonna just say no. You know what I'm saying? Have I ever lived in Florida? That's my stomping grounds. Family all up and through Florida. We Brooksville babies, but West Palm Beach by nature. I'm taking care of my health to the best of my abilities. I'm not gonna lie, I could probably be doing a lot better, but there is not enough hours in a day for me to schedule and sleep. My dieting though, if y'all notice, I've been losing this stomach, trying to get sassy. Nah, I gotta get bigger. Like, this is not nothing. This is these ain't, because V is getting big, and I gotta be able to tote her around. So I'm got to lose this, okay? I got to push these out, okay? I got to grow these a little bit. But I ain't trying to be like the super muscle man either though. But I gotta be able to tote that little girl, and she ain't little. You alright, Bubba? Okay. Yeah, she ain't small. Yeah, I'm a single dad. Okay, where you stay at now? Pembroke is small. Everybody know everybody. Hola, hola. Yeah, I can't blame nobody for the stuff that I done did. Hell no. That's another reason why I can't say nothing bad. I mean, I could say all kind of bad stuff about their mom, but I just don't. You know what I mean? Because I know I've probably done some stuff that were unfavorable. I I never cheated, but I'm pretty sure there was times where it was like, hey, you in her face too much. My bad, my fault. That's how we stuff like like it ain't you ain't gotta blame. It's hard. Like I tell my son all the time, just take accountability for you. And the reason I say that all the time is because if you with your friends and y'all all get in trouble and they the ones that did it and you with them and you getting in trouble, I'm on your ass. I don't care. Because why didn't you leave them alone? Let them go do what they was doing. Because you in trouble for what you did. You chose to be with them type stuff. So if I gotta, in order for me to preach it, I gotta practice it, right? And in order for me to be that way, I gotta be that way 100%. You can't just be playing and acting for your kids. You gotta. That's another thing. Y'all be yelling at y'all babies, not y'all like y'all, but folks be yelling at their babies, telling them not to do stuff that they actively doing. Do you know how confusing that is for a child? Don't smoke. You got a cigarette in your hand, mama. Don't drink. You just took 5 shots, mama. Don't curse that wooty woo. Daddy, you just cursed that wooty woo. Make sure you go to sleep and exercise. Daddy, you don't do nothing. You got titties. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't cool. And that's low key torture on a baby's mental. And when I say baby, I mean 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 23-year-old baby. If it's your baby, it's your baby. You got to practice what you preach and really live this, whatever you preaching. Because if not, I feel like you altering the whole perception of your baby. Your baby's gonna always be like, I could do this, and then tell you why you wrong for doing this. And then, no, hell no. Part of accountability is being able to accept it as well as let someone know. You know what I'm saying? When you got friends and stuff, let somebody know, boom, this is what it is. I just don't like that because I see that more than I see a lot of stuff, and I try to mind my business, but when it comes to certain kids that are like close to us, I be like, you got, nah, buddy. When it was my partners, my friends that I grew up with, stuff like that, like the people who I love and trust, I actively will tell them when they're wrong when it comes to their babies, and I'm not telling nobody how to parent, but we just don't want your baby to be tortured and then start torturing our babies, type stuff. Thank you, Bailey. I appreciate it. Lowly bike. Ooh, you in Atlanta? What up, Unified? What's the word? What's the word? Let's see where we at. I'm looking for the next question. Well, thank you, fantastic. I appreciate that. Christy, at this point, I feel like he raising me. I don't have a GF. Yeah, you know what I mean. That do as I say, not as I do stuff. That how are you actively teaching your child how to do things if you tell them not to do certain things and they see you doing it and doing it well? Like like bro, you tell your child, hey, don't smoke this white substance that's hard out of a glass pipe, right? And you are walking around doing this and now the baby see you dancing, you look like Pookie, New Jack City, you in there just diddy bopping at work. And the baby gonna be like, well, let me see. I might want to try this. You know what I mean? My son has never seen me take a drink. There's a picture where you can see me holding a Bud Light and holding my baby. He was he was like one, maybe like as the people who don't fool with us say, he was like 19 months type stuff. And even that to me, when I look at that picture, I'm like, why were you why? You know what I'm saying? Because when I gave up alcohol cold turkey. There was no reason. And once I did, I realized my parenting became a whole lot better. I wasn't agitated, wasn't irritated, wasn't driving my baby in the back of the car to go get shots or what. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of that going on. I've lost a lot of good. Rest in peace, Denisha. I lost a lot of good people from health decisions that we didn't take serious. I almost lost myself. And I used to wake up. These are young ladies. My girl Debo, that's my family. She used to she used to braid our hair, and I watched her grow and develop into a good woman. She had babies, she had sons, into a good mom. You know what I mean? And because of the health decisions that we didn't take serious, and the stuff that we did growing up, we're getting taken away earlier and earlier. And I don't like that for our babies. I know so many kids that I've known their parents that both of their parents are gone now, and that to me it hurts. I be wishing I was extra rich so that I could help all these differently able babies that don't have, as well as these kids who lost their parents because we were uneducated on our health and things like that. It sucks because in the hood you don't have folks that be like, hey, make sure you eat them vegetables, because later on in life, and nobody in the hood be like, hey, make sure you go get your colon cleansed, or make sure you go get tested, or go get a checkup or anything like that. Nah, we too busy worried about, hey, who going to get the bottle, whose house we going to kick it at, where the hoes at, where the Negroes at, all that, all that. And it just, it I wish, and this is why I preach what I preach now, because I wish we had people that would tell us about all that. My eyes were booger yellow, jaundice. How many of y'all know what jaundice is? Don't worry, I'll wait. I'm gonna look up some more questions and give some more answers while y'all tell me how many of y'all know what jaundice is. Right on, DJ, I appreciate it. Flawed in the chat. What's happening, baby? Do I have siblings? I do. Dakota, did you change your name to DJ? What did you feel? That's a good one, Lauren. What do you feel you did wrong in your relationships, and what will you do differently? Um, do you? I ain't been in too many relationships. Okay, I was thugging, but the relationships that I wasn't honest enough in the beginning of like my beginning relationships. I wasn't honest enough. I feel like if I would have told ladies I'm not ready for a relationship, I just want to talk and get to know and just talk and date women, it would have alleviated a lot of arguments between ladies. And I'm the problem. I'm the problem, right? But I'm not telling these ladies actively, hey, y'all fighting because I didn't tell y'all something. You know what I mean? So that's, and then getting to know the actual person that you're trying to be in a relationship with. When you raised without, I'm not gonna say I was raised without love, but when like you, it's so I don't even know how to explain it. If you from where I'm from type stuff, or any environment that's like where I'm from, when you don't have something at home as a child, you reach for that. That's where gangs come out and stuff like that. Trauma bonding, okay? Trauma bonding. A lot of my relationships that I actively got into, it came from trauma bonding. Pooh, it's my eldest. Trauma bond. Her mom and I bonded over our past traumas. Baby Bear. I'm not gonna call their mothers this one the trauma bond, but after discussions years after, we realized it was trauma bond. You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting to know the person, we are thinking the person is for us because of the trauma that we went through. Whether that be not having dads around, whether that be having drug addicts around, whether it be we didn't have the food or the clothes or the shoes, stuff like that. It's all trauma bonding. too deep. We're getting too deep. Oh, yeah, I was really telling. I just want to tell y'all that. Okay, got to give y'all that because y'all didn't have to do it like that. Y'all didn't have to like everybody be like, yeah, we know what the fuck John this is. Oh, my bad. Okay, sorry, chat. Love y'all too. Don't do me like that. Okay, I don't be doing y'all like that. Dang, Twazy, y'all Twazy. My son was the first to glow. Mm-hmm. Bailey, you okay? You definitely know what John this is for sure. I appreciate that, Sherry, man. Yeah, Lola, I be really like in my own little bubble, in my own little world, trying to cause no problem. But I feel like y'all be feeling like I'm playing with y'all. Cause I don't be posting every day on the YouTube. I'll be going live, and I'm just gonna start, whether it be from the bathroom downstairs in the playroom, downstairs in the gym, whatever. We're just gonna go live and just y'all gonna get to see how we live and my day to day. It's really reckless. Okay, I'm warning y'all now. It's absolutely reckless, banana nut bread, if you will. I'm not conventional. I'm pretty sure y'all y'all know that now. And I just hope y'all can learn some stuff and teach me some stuff. Because I'm here to learn. I'm a sponge. Well, thank you, Danielle. I appreciate it. All right, Miss Bailey. You have a good night, all right? I be busy, but I feel like even with me being, would y'all like me to go live? Cause this is what I feel like. When I go live, I feel like I need to engage and talk to y'all and see what's going. But would y'all like me just to go live, show y'all what we doing? I might not be engaged as much. Might not be reading the comments and none of that. But like, I'll go live, let y'all see what we doing. I told baby we're gonna cook tomorrow. He said, let's do it live. All right, all right. A lot of the subscribers and whatnot, they think that the men at least, a lot of them think I cater to women, and like I'm damn near a feminist. I just really feel like as a man, I know what I've done wrong, where I went wrong, how I've treated a lady, where it's just not, and I get it, because now I have my kids with me and have had them for years, and it's just like, I understand some of y'all's ways now, pause, okay? I don't understand all y'all ways. Y'all crazy, but I get it though, and I feel like if I could somehow translate what I'm doing to show other brothers, sisters, or other brothers, and I ain't just mean the black fellas, I'm talking about other, just men, period, what I see when it comes to women, and not all women are positive, okay? But a lot of y'all be going through a lot of emotional stuff, and we the ones that put y'all through it. So if I can get us to understand that, then maybe the different type of connection can happen, and then we can get more fathers that's 100%. They ain't got to worry about tripping with the baby monster putting him in jail because they mad because he really over there. Why he telling her he want to be with her? Just all the nonsense that we do as men. I just if we can recognize that and be accountable and then translate that into trying harder with you women and then you women saying let's try harder, y'all try harder to keep us away from the law and stuff like that, then I feel like full circle we can come around to be cohesive units. Yeah, I ain't gotta be together. Just cohesive unit for the kids. That's just my thoughts. I ain't saying do it. I know everybody ain't with that, but that's just me. I'm sorry, how nervous you might be. Oh yeah, I definitely. I I don't know why I have not seen a mosquito at all yet, outside or anything. Let me see one mosquito though. It's a wrap. Never open it. You coming in? Okay, buddy. Yeah, a lot of hey on the Instagram, there's a lot like that's where I post all the shenanigans that we going through just on the daily. So if y'all just want to see some real quick what's going on in boom. Nah, I think tomorrow we're gonna do soy honey uh, chicken with rice. I believe that's what he said. I don't know. He put the order into Walmart, so if the stuff is here, that's what we're doing. What are some things you think women get wrong about men? That's a really good question because I could say that, I could say that you know how I keep on saying that we were raised wrong. It's not that y'all get it wrong about men because y'all probably right with a lot of stuff. But okay, you know what? I'll go here. The one thing I think that women get wrong about men is that we don't know how not to be masculine. I've been getting a lot of black women. If they say something, I respond in kind. If they say something and I respond in kind, and then you tell me I'm being sassy because I choose to address you in the same energy that you address me. Because if I'm being sassy, would you rather me be manly and address you with a snot box punch, knock you smooth on out? Hold on, man.
What's up?
Knock you smooth on out? That wasn't.
Good.
It smelled. It's like outdoors.
Good.
You want to shower?
Okay.
Yeah, you playing with the. Yeah. You using this one or you gonna use
I'm gonna
yours?
use that one.
Yours? You sitting in it or not?
A bath?
Like you doing a spa bath or you doing a shower?
I'm gonna take a bath. I haven't taken a bath in a while.
Okay.
I'm gonna go make me a snack plate if that's okay.
Yeah, make your snack plate and then hurry up because I don't want it to be too late and then you wake your sisters up.
Okay.
But you good right now. It's not too late right now. It's only 8:30. All right.
Later.
Love you good.
And I'll be back up to run it.
Okay. I'll be right here. I'll be up in a little, just shortly.
Okay.
Okay. Love you good.
Peace out, Trap.
Oh, huh?
Peace out, Trap.
He said good night, chat. But if we match y'all's energy with masculine energy that we would give somebody else for some of the things that y'all say, but this is just women in general now, it will be a problem. So I think the one thing that I feel like women get wrong about men is that we don't know how to not be masculine. We really do. We just don't. We can't just fight women. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go put your hands on women. But a lot of women, they try to give you that energy to men, and it's like, where did this come from? But outside of that, though, you women don't be wrong about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that y'all say about us be dead on. Okay, and it's bad, but if you recognize that, if you find a man that recognizes that type of stuff, like you're within himself, and just decides to consciously make a change and do better, then that's the type of man you want. The person who wants to actively really get to know you and figure out you, as well as figure out himself. Y'all grow together. Like that's what you want to do. It don't have to be about external relations. It don't have to be about who got the most money and whatnot. Like that's what we were conditioned in society has made it, has deemed cool. Get back to when it was I met her on a hike. We was both dusty, but the banter was cool. The conversation was great. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just, oh, he got a hawk. What's the, look, this is how much I don't drive. Track hawk, there you go. He got a track hawk. And look at his chains, girl. Oh, she got a big old booty. You know, that's what is happening now. It ain't none of that get to know. And I'm guilty, okay? I'm guilty. I didn't get to know. I should have got to know. Had I got to know, I wouldn't have. Yeah, I would have by one that I'm currently still with type stuff. If I had got to know. And it probably wouldn't be that one, a whole different lady, because the one that I didn't get to know once I got to know, I ain't like that N-word. That's what I'm saying. Y'all be getting with the who y'all think who, and then y'all end up not liking that person. Smooth bunny. All right, we'll get to some more questions before this. Well, thank you, Ira. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Hey, Patrice, welcome. What you been doing? It's 10:17. All right, Denise, you have a good night. Serious question. Um, I've always said this. I don't. This is Nunya. She said I have a serious question. I'm assuming it's a lady. I'm sorry. If not, I have a serious question regarding the non-custodial parents terminating parental rights who's been absent that I'd like your insight on. What exactly would you like to know as far as my insight is concerned? Because you know there's different sides to that quarter. See her at your mama house. We doing Diddy function at your mama house. It's your mama house. With your mama though. Los Angeles, what's happening? Good night, fantastic. You have a good one. Enjoy your evening. Dunk Zone, I'm not about to go watch. Well, I look like watching Indiana versus OKC. I'm from Miami. I don't even get. Let them little markets battle it out. I'll be back next season. See, this is where I stay out. Dang! Angie, where you been at? Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure I didn't want to be disrespectful. Are you asking if I think that it's okay for a person to terminate their parental rights if they're absentees? Because if that's what you're asking, Australia, good day, mate. I think that it's okay. It's not morally right, I don't think. But as far as financial and decision making, if you have someone who is just not, I don't mean that's playing around and trying to figure it out. I mean that's just absentee. Anthony Edwards, like I'm gonna pay the child support for 18 years up front. Like if you got somebody like that, signing over. Oh no, make sure. Read this right quick. That's a tough one. If the dad is putting him or her, the baby, on his insurance, I don't see exactly why it would block your insurance unless it's on the court's custodial agreement. But if that's not a part of the custodial agreements and whatnot, and your baby is actively living with you, and a man is just being petty that way, then terminating the rights is not the worst option because I had to. There we go, telling my business again. I had to do something like that, and I had to have somebody do something like that. She signed something like that so that I can take my babies to school, doctors, planes, anything I need and want to do, they would, yeah.
Yeah, I plate. I put some food on there. I put some grapes, jelly beans, a cookie, Sunny D. I made sure to put the food on there. And
Wait, what food?
Oh, the red-
Okay.
and a cookie that we got.
Yeah, you said you got some Sun Delight with it? That's wild. Is there tablet not charged?
No.
So you about to just be in there eat?
I put it on the charger so I charge while I'm running the bath.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go do that.
You enjoy that, my good man.
I will.
Good. Yeah, man. You always trying to track food? Dirt into my room. I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, love you.
Love you, good. Forgot where I was at. Oh yeah, no. So all of that needs to happen because they stopped me one time at the airport, and because I didn't have full custody of Baby Bear, couldn't get on a plane. So with that being said, if they're not being active, and it's for the reasons like that, it sucks. But you got to be an equal participant in the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to being there in order to make decisions. Because I'm a firm believer in that. Yeah, I've talked about that. When it comes to being in a violent situation and whatnot, then if you have to leave and you gotta do what you gotta do. And I would think that any adult that doesn't wanna do right would at least do that so that the right can be done by the baby while whatever's out effing off. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people are just petty. A lot of people are so petty that they'd rather not sign over the rights just so that it can make you have a harder time, rougher time. And that's women do it, men do it. Nobody is exempt from that one. It sucks all the way. Yeah, Patrice don't play. She don't play at all. She will get you up out of here. There's a couple people who ask me, I can't see your YouTube anymore, and I'm like, what you do? You said something, you did something. Yeah, I didn't put mine on child support because I felt like I don't want to have no contact. I don't want to do nothing with you. You could go home. I'll figure it out. And I've just been figuring it out. And that's to say, I'm not talking about baby Via. I'm just saying, those that I have full rights and custody of her, so it's for a reason, and I don't need nothing from you. That was a decision I made though. Like if it was a forced situation, such as what yours sounds to be like, then yeah, I probably would take child support. But because I chose to want to take my baby, it started with Baby Bear, like come on, because it ain't cool over here. I can't ask you to pay for nothing, lady. Do if you choose you want to do that, cool. If karma come bite you because you don't want to do that and do right, you gotta deal with karma. Yeah, child support sucks. I ain't gonna lie. Child support. There was a point in time where I too was on child support for poop. Caused a lot of conflict. And then we grew up. And she took me off child support, canceled everything so I wouldn't owe anything because I'm a good dad. But when you're young and you mix emotions with lies and all type of stuff, and you're a young lady who is not emotionally or mentally stable, I should say, as far as knowing how to handle your love or whatever you want to call it. Again, I'm older now, so I understand all this. I don't fault her. I don't blame her. She's cool as hell. I'm just also, I know what we've been through. I appreciate her not pursuing more nonsense, but what she told me was she didn't want to take out of my other babies' mouths, and that I'd already do for Pooh what I should, and she should have never put me on child support. This has come from her mouth, and I appreciate the acknowledgement. And that's another reason, that's another way that I re-raised and learned more about myself. I was like, oh, okay, so what did I do? Where can I apologize? What did I do wrong? Too, on top of that, because my responses probably weren't the best ever. At one point in time, it was, you want to put me on child support, and I'm here with this baby? Oh, okay, well, y'all know about your business, right? Young-minded bear. That wasn't the right decision to make. That made me feel bad, because the baby didn't do nothing. You dig what I'm saying? She might have said some stuff that she didn't mean. And then we grew up again. Child support is, it's not the winner when it comes to certain things. Understanding and doing right by your babies is what it should be all the time. Child support is just a legal way for the government to get some more money, put you in jail, whatever the case may be, whether male or female, whatever, just because you can't afford to pay, or you choose not to pay. Again, that's where that's signing over parental rights. You choose not to pay, well then, sign over all your rights and go on about your business. My grandma was the one who taught me that, and this a story that she told my mom about my dad, not to put my dad on child support even though they weren't together. And I take that to heart all the time, like, okay, I don't know why. I didn't at the time know why my big mama said not to put my dad on child support, but I do now, I understand it. So just recently, Nikki, do any of your kids' friends know that you're popular on social media? And if so, how are they handling it? So Pooh went through a situation where a couple of her friends wanted to be her friends only so that they can be in lives or be a part of what's going on. I had to teach her. She didn't like that. It was kind of hard. Baby Bear's friends just recently started to notice that. I try not to tell anybody in general. I just do what I'm doing. It's just normal everyday life. And at this field day though, like just like 3 or 4 ran up like, are you, they call me a YouTuber. You're a YouTuber? It's like, I'm a what? You're a YouTuber, right? Childish Daddy, we watch you all the time. We didn't know that Baby Bear was famous. Like, wait, I'm a what? I'm a boy? What? Not a YouTuber? Am I a YouTuber? Yeah, chat. Am I a YouTuber? I don't think I'm a YouTuber. But they are humble. My kids are handling it well. They're humble as hell. They know better than to act better than anybody. You know what I'm saying? We all got the same 24 hours in a day. We all breathe the same oxygen. There's no reason why you should be acting better than the next person because they're not on YouTube. You can very well not be on YouTube too. I'll shut this whole page down, shut this all the way, no social media for me or nobody else in this house if my kids ever start acting like pompous assholes. Excuse my language. If they ever start acting bougie, okay, no, we gonna let them act bougie. If they ever start acting like they're better than somebody or treating people like they're beneath them or something, I'm shutting everything down, and I might go to jail for doing something spectacular to whomever one of these children want to treat somebody bad, because we don't condone bullying at all. Oh shit, I gotta go back. There we go. Yeah, you know, none yet. I'm a regular individual. I done been through all type of stuff, so like I'm not gonna ever say anything that I ain't been through, nor am I gonna judge anybody or nothing like that. I'm gonna tell you what I've been through. And I told y'all that I was gonna open up more on this here social media. Told y'all I was gonna start. I still ain't about to be like, my baby mama is this, it looks like this, here she is. Still not about to do that because there's no point in me doing that. My baby monster is leaving me the hell alone, that's what it is. But I will start telling y'all more stories and opening up more and giving y'all more insight as to why I am the way I am today. And if I can help you and if I can help your baby disaster come to some type of understanding and become cordial and be able to do this cohesive, because baby needs both of y'all regardless. I know. I heard what you said. I read what you said. I get it. But if a man wants to change, he will. If he wants to, he will. And if I can help facilitate that by telling y'all my nonsense and what I done did and how I came and how we overcame certain things, and that makes it better for you and y'all's baby, solid. Solid. I think everybody has to go through things to get to where they need to be. If we never go through things, how are you learning? What experiences can you then pass to your kids if you're not learning by trial and error? You name me one person, and I'm talking about an active person that's like real. We ain't talking about no Barack and Michelle. You name one couple or one person that's successfully grown up, developed the skill to be just an honest individual, dated one woman or one man, liked that person so much that they've been with that person and had just a successful marriage with kids, cultivated generations with zero flaws, but has not ever been through anything. Because I don't think that person exists. You know what I'm saying? I think that you can't be that person until you go through things and know how to handle things. If not, how can you then know how to handle when your significant other is thinking about stepping out, and they're thinking about stepping out because you're not giving them the time of day because you're focused on being the breadwinner or focused on getting a promotion or things like that. Like you're focused on, and you're not even focused on other women or men or nothing like that. You're thinking about just what you want to think about, and this other person that you're with is upset, lashing out, acting a certain type of way. You just know how that don't exist. You got to go through things. Sometimes those things are foul. You better, my grandma used to say, when things happen, you scratch your ass and get glad and do what you're doing. You know what I mean? So like, take that with a grain of salt. I don't know what the grain of salt does. Been using that phrase for my whole life. Don't know what it means. But do that though. You take it with a grain of salt and just do what you got to do and do right by them baby. That's all. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, DJ. Your baby disaster for real. We got baby monsters and baby disasters. Yeah, I could have easily been a baby disaster. I just chose not to be. That don't mean I'm perfect. And just because y'all see me doing what I'm supposed to do does not mean I'm perfect. I just got a whole lot better at this thing called life, and this thing called being a man, and this thing called being an adult. I done told my age about 30 times tonight. Good night, Helen. You have a good one. DJ, I have no choice but to continue doing that. All right, y'all. Baby Bear just got in the shower or the bath, which means I need to get on duty because he is no longer listening for these little girls. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. It wasn't supposed to be this long of a live, but every time I get on live, y'all know we just be chilling. So if it's nothing else that needs to be addressed, and everybody who was supposed to be in here that I was tripping with, they didn't want to come show up to the party. Whatever. But y'all have a good evening though. I love all of y'all. Let's plan on going back live again tomorrow. We're gonna cook this soy, honey, chicken and rice. Honey, soy, whatever Baby Bear's gonna call it. All right. Check the chat. Check the chat. Check. Good night. 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 I love y'all. Y'all be cool. Y'all do nothing I wouldn't do. All right. And just be cool. Y'all be cool. I ain't never got to be able to do that. I just want to do that one time. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right.